evening, dear audience. Do you like hugging your friends? I certainly do like hugging my friends. So to celebrate this, I will invite my good friend Mike to the stage to hug him. Well, even though I enjoy hugging my friends, it is illegal according to school rules to hug someone on campus or to show any sign of physical affection. This according to Article 27, Clause 4 of the school's rulebook. So, what I'm here to talk about is when rules are not good for society and when they create scenarios where they make it so you can't give affection to others and where there are unfair outcomes. But before I continue with my talk, I would like to give a warning that this talk is not an endorsement to do anything truly illegal or to build bombs or do drugs or anything really, really bad. So take it with a grain of salt, and I would like to emphasize that it's for positive things. Now, what is a rule anyway? A rule, as defined by Cambridge Dictionary, is a statement that tells people how they should act. And it's really important to understand that they are very crucial to our existence and to civilization, because without them there will be chaos and you could get murdered just by eating the last donut in the donut bag. But not all rules are useful. Some can be very dumb or very evil. They can cause situations where the best outcome is not achieved. So, again, I would like you to encourage to break rules and to rebel against them. Now, I'm not the only crazy one who believes this. I have the example of Hannah Arendt and her theory of the banality of evil. She analyzed the case of Nazi officer Adolf Eichmann, who was in charge of logistics in concentration camps. In his trial, Adolf Eichmann argued that he was not guilty of any wrongdoing because he was just following the rules. He was just doing as he was ordered. And Hannah Arendt reflects upon this and concludes that Adolf Eichmann was being evil precisely because he was following the rules, because he was being very obedient to the Nazi regime. But Hannah Arendt's case is a case where she explains how evil can be created by following rules. Now I would like to talk about how good can come from breaking the rules. And I've got some historical characters for that. First of all, I've got George Washington, who went against the British domain in America and created a freer and democratic society in the United States. Then I've got Martin Luther King, who advocated for rebellion against racist laws and was able to create conscience about racist issues in the United States. Then I've got Abraham Lincoln, who, even though did not explicitly break any rule as he was the president, he did go against the mandates in the South of keeping slavery legal and did create a better society for slaves. And finally, even though controversial, I've got Lenin, who I think did a great service to Russia by going against the monarchy. Now I've got three more examples, practical examples of larger groups who did go against rules and did create a better society. And first of all, I've got the Underground Railroad, that was an organization that smuggled slaves from southern states into northern states for them to be free. And they did break many rules, such as hiding slaves illegally and creating fake documents. And in the end, they did end up creating a better life for the slaves and a better world, because they were going against a societal rule that was very, very unfair for slaves. And everyone considered it normal, but it was very, very cruel. Then I've got a fictional example. I think we can all enjoy Star Wars. I do enjoy Star Wars. And, well, it is pretty clear that the heroes are called the rebels, and that's literally explicitly telling you that their main characteristic is that they go against the evil empire of Darth Vader and the Emperor. And I think it's really important to think that this piece of fiction and many pieces of fiction inspire people to rebel against rules and can make you think. And more specifically, in the case of Star Wars, it was a call of action against the Vietnam War. Finally, I've got my own story that is really, really silly, but compared to what I've been talking about, but I would like to share it to you. And it's more relating to social norms and social expectations. And Well, in school it's very common to be expected to have a backpack to class and to carry around all your notebooks. But one day I was bored and I decided, well, what if I don't use a backpack? And it was really silly, I had no reason to do it, but in the long term I ended up being happier for it. As my back didn't hurt, and I was simply having fun moving around my things in my locker, so yeah. So what have we learned today? I hope that we can all learn that breaking the rules can be good, and maybe question yourself, what rules have I been following, or under what social norms have I been living, and why? Can I do something about it? Can I be happy? Can I be happier? So go out and break rules. Thanks.